Previously on Survivor. Ryan dominated for Takeo.
No, you have to wait till they're both back. Okay. Yeah, you can tell Ryan's on the swim team.
Christina got caught listening to Cooper's confessional.
Yeah, we saw Christina, listening in on Cooper's little, this kind of thing.
And Dabu finally didn't lose.
Dabu, congrats on second place. I will not be seeing you at tribal council this time.
It
was really sad. I felt sad voting anyone off, and I think it was a hard decision for everyone, and no one really wanted to get rid of anyone, and it was just sad. The vote went pretty much how I expected it to go. I'm sad because I didn't want really anyone to go, but I knew someone had to go, so it's okay, but it's still disappointing. I think the alliances will stay the same, and they might get stronger as time goes on. I don't think there's much you really have to change. We just kind of had an off day today, and that's why we lost, I think.
It was a little intimidating going in, just because you never know if your name is on one of the sheets, and you don't know what people are gonna do. They can always change their mind, but our alliance talked beforehand, and I was pretty confident on who they were voting, and I knew my spot was pretty safe. I was a little nervous who was gonna get voted off, because I think Cooper and Dan both brought a good strength to the team, but in different ways. So I was just interested in who it was gonna be. The vote went differently than I thought. I don't know, I wasn't expecting Christina to get voted for, and I wasn't sure on who I was going to vote for, and I know Christina was gonna vote for Dan, but I wasn't sure. Gosh, what's her name? I wasn't sure who Taylor was gonna vote for, so I kind of felt like I was a little bit of a deciding factor. But I kind of thought Cooper was gonna get voted off, but with Dan getting voted off, it didn't surprise me. I'm pretty content with how the vote went. I'm glad it wasn't Christina or Taylor. And I mean, Dan didn't seem as part of the team as everybody else, or as focused in it, so I think it will help us in the long run. I think we'll be a very strong team with how close we are. On our tribe, I think we need to be more open-minded, because I feel like one person kind of likes to lead and control what's going on, and they might not always be right, but nobody really says anything about it. I think we just need to talk a little bit more and go in there confident.
I think the tribal council went pretty well. Dan was voted off, and he was the one I wanted to be voted off. I was a little surprised that someone put my name in to be voted off. So that was a little surprising, but otherwise I think it went pretty well. I'm glad Cooper is still in, because I feel like he'd be a good person to team up with. I feel like either Cooper or Dan put my name down, just because they were both scared that there was a good chance that one of them was going to get voted off. Now that Dan's voted off, I still don't have any alliances, but I feel like since there's only one guy on our team now, it's a little girl heavy, so I feel like us girls might stick together, but I want to include Cooper because I feel like he would be a good person to team up with.
The other tribes so far, I was a little worried Cooper's gonna get voted off. He's a good friend of mine, and he really is enjoying the game a lot. He's taking it very seriously. Very seriously. But I just feel bad. I'm not saying there's something against one guy or him and Dan were on the team, but Dan got voted off. But having just one guy left on the team, I get where he's coming from, where he's a little bit nervous now. We still have our buffer person. So far we haven't lost yet. But let's hopefully keep that buffer person for a while.
I was shocked. I thought I could have sworn that I would have been voted off tonight, and you could tell that, you know, a lot of people in there, we really wanted to work together as a team, but obviously we had to vote someone off, and I'm just absolutely shocked it was not me. You know, I almost didn't vote for Dan to get put off, but I don't know. It shocks me, is what I'm going to say. I'm shocked. I thought it was going to be a 4-1 vote to get me kicked off, but I did go and vote, and I could probably guess whose vote that was, but you know, I was shocked. So I think Dan tried to vote me off because I feel like there might have been an alliance between the 3 girls, and Dan wasn't with us at all any of the times, and yeah, I think it was Dan who probably voted me off, but I guess in the end those 3 decided to vote Dan off. It kind of saved my ass a little bit, so here we are. You know, it was difficult. You know, it's like you walk in there knowing, oh, I'm probably going to get voted off. You know, it depends on who all gets voted off and whatnot. You walk in there not really having a good, good idea of what's going to happen, and you just assume the worst at that point. And yeah, I didn't think anything good was going to come out of it tonight, but well, here we are. So, well, now we're in a situation where I was not really talking to the girls, and they obviously went off somewhere and decided to strategize. Maybe they got a video of it. I don't know if they did or not, but I don't have a really good feeling with the rest of my tribe if we keep this losing streak up, but hopefully, we at least keep getting second place and don't have to vote anybody off, because now I don't really feel like at least my intertribal relationships are very good at all with those 3, but I'm just, they could vote me off in a snap of a finger because I can't do anything about it. So it could be very bad. I mean, I'm good friends with some of the other people, plus in my tribe and in other tribes as well. I mean, I get around and I talk to people and whatnot, but it's not like really, Survivor-specific questions or whatnot, but it's more of just like trying to build up a relationship with them and whatnot, and maybe them think of, well, I know Cooper pretty good, but I don't know really anybody else that good. So there's nothing like really, I'd say, a strong alliance or anything like that, but it's more of just like, me just cooperating with everybody and hoping to fly under the radar. So you never want to go in a tribal like that, and now that I've experienced it firsthand and seeing what happens, I don't want to ever do it again. I'd much rather just have to keep on winning or, just not finish last every time now, especially since we have to compete with Takeo. And now that we know that Dabu can at least keep up with us, and that's kind of a scary thought. So I'm in a state of mind right now that's kind of more concerned about, how the challenge is going than I was previously today. So it's, yeah, I'm not feeling too good right now. I'm kind of scared about where we're at right now, so.
Why do you like to listen?
It was one round a year. Yeah. So I was on a round right now.
I'm not. You're
telling me class today, the one time I was on my fucking phone, not paying attention, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And I was like, you know, I don't know. He was like, let me explain again. Something you like, I'll explain again. Okay. Okay, Mr. Whatever your name is.
And that was like how she became the whole.
I have not looked for any idols just because I don't think there's one out there right now. So, and I haven't heard of anyone finding an idol, but it'd probably be something good to look for. I do not know if anybody else has an idol, but they probably wouldn't tell me. I wouldn't tell anyone.
Camp life.
Survivor cooking, day 12 or 9 or
Day
what
9.
day it is.
So how do you count days? Like,
Well, we started
numbers.
Monday.
Alliances against one person. Ryan Moore. Alliances against one person. Ryan Moore.
I still have not hunted for any idols, which I hope we will not have to since we have a little alliance within our team now, so.
That's not gonna fly.
Well, as like I talked to some people that got out of their sophomore years. Like, as long as you can what they did is they basically added up the cost of living off campus and the cost of living on campus. And it was cheaper to live off campus for them. So I think as long as you can prove that it's cheaper to live off campus. Johnny boy.
oh, Johnny boy.
You should get rid of the eggs in there.
Huh?
You should probably get rid of those eggs.
Yeah.
They smell.
Hi.
Hey kiddos.
Camp life.
He walked in. He just opened the door.
Yeah, that's.
Our creepy kid.
I'm so confused.
Host.
You walked in.
Producer.
Can you?
But people of YouTube, you don't know how difficult it is to find these things between classes and other social things going on. It's like, oh, let me just block out 2 hours of my day to look for an idol that may or may not exist. At this point, I'm just like, if someone else finds it, I don't care. Because I don't think I'm going to need it extensively at this point. I'll definitely look once we get closer to the challenges. You know, we're all a single tribe. But right now, I'm like, whatever. Because I don't even know if it exists. Might not be worth my time at all, just looking like a madman. Where is that goddamn idol? I can't find every goddamn idol! So, yeah, not worth it.
It's about getting everything out of the very
I was on the desk. I looked down. I saw a little ribbon thing, and I reached down and grabbed it. This little thing had a little glitchiness in it, and it caught my eye. It was in the couch for some reason. Weird place to hide it. Not exactly a tree or any light source or heat source. But I found it, and I opened it, and Danielle and Sammy's on my team, but Danielle is not, saw me open it, but didn't see what it was, and I just told them it was homework and garbage, and North Hall is being weird again. Oops. But I found the immunity idol, or one of them. Yay. Honestly, I think there are at least 3 idols, one for each team, because the notes that we got were Takeo based, and the one that was found, that Jersey found earlier, supposedly, knowingly found, is matching up with our clues way better than the couch, which doesn't match our clues at all, which leads me to believe there's probably multiple idols out there, and probably at least one for each tribe, especially Dabu. They need one. Ravenclaw is technically the Studious house, which I still don't understand how my grouping and them got there. Anyway, but no, I mean, I'm happy Ravenclaws have found it. I'm not happy Jersey got voted off, because that's one less Ravenclaw to win for house points for us, and he gave it to a Gryffindor.
I ain't got shoes on.
Yeah.
Sammy set a big fire and now we all had to evacuate the island.
Yes, she plays you.
Drink your milk.
Happy,
Yes, your bones will grow.
happy 20th fire alarm, by the way.
20th?
Yeah.
Yep.
You all weren't here for most of them, but yeah, this was the 20th.
Are you kidding?
Friday was
Well, not most, but like there were like 3 or 4 during the winter break. So.
Oh, so I was saying I've been here for most of them.
Because I've been here for 13.
Yeah.
You counted?
I counted.
I probably remember there's that many too.
This is the 20th official one.
Wow.
Yay, breaking records. We're only halfway through the year.
This tree had to be like in the forest.
Alright guys, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like the Office like documentary thing.
All three are against one common enemy. Ryan Moore.
Oh, he wasn't in the hallway.
Damn.
No.
We'll try it again.
Ryan Moore.
Say his name one more time. He might appear.
Ryan!
One more time for the devil.
It's like it's like what you do. He's here.
Oh!
No.
Ryan Moore.
Camp life.
Yeah. Be quiet over there, wildlife.
I'm sort of hoping it's a climbing challenge and less of a running challenge because my knees hurting a little bit. But if it's a running challenge, and my team needs me to run, I will definitely take a couple Advil and run. Hopefully it's not for long distances.
I think we'll be okay. I think we might win, actually. I guess we don't know what the challenge is. It includes books or whatever, but I mean, I think for sure Caitlin and I are doing it just because we work out a lot. And then I don't know if Ryan can do it or not because he's on taper, which means he's not supposed to do any physical activity. So, but he's gonna wait to see what the challenge is until we decide, and then either Sammy or Michaela can just fill in if Ryan can't. And I mean, Ryan and Caitlin and I are all pretty active, so I mean, depending on what the challenge is, I think we'll do all right. But
Yes, I absolutely do think I'm on the bottom of my tribe. I think if we have to kick another person off, I'm the next one gone, no matter how good I do in the next challenge or whatever. It would take a lot of special circumstances for me not to get voted off the next time.
Come on in, guys. Welcome, Takeo, to your 4th challenge. Hello, Dabu.
Hey.
Welcome, Matt Singh. Everybody getting their first official look at Matt Singh. Dan was voted out at the last tribal council.
Official.
Yes. All right, welcome to your 4th challenge. Today's challenge will be for immunity and reward. So, don't want to lose. The reward will be a can of Pringles, so sorry if you're dieting. I'm also dieting. You don't have to get the reward. How it's going to work though tonight, we're not going to do the tribal councils here. I know some people said that they wanted to get a workout in after this, but you're going to get a workout during it, so it's fine. Alright, so I'll take back the idols. Maybe it'll come back to you now. Alright, thank you. Alright, before we get to the challenge, I have an announcement. You need to drop your buffs. So if you watch this show, you might know what's happening.
Do you know how long it took to tie this goddamn thing?
Too bad.
It's too bad.
Alright. So,
Is that a ramen cooker?
it's a rice cooker. You gotta improvise. So, in here, there's 2 different pieces of colored paper, because it's a tribe swap, not a merge. If you get a red piece of paper, you will be on the new Dabu tribe. And if you get a blue piece of paper, you will be on the new Matt Singh tribe. Yeah, Takeo, it will be no more. Does that make sense? However, you'll reach in, you'll grab one piece of paper, they're crumpled up little balls, and you're not going to show it to anyone, you're just going to keep it in your hand, don't look at it, don't show anyone. Make sense?
Yeah.
What if I'm colorblind?
I'll tell you what color you have.
I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, I realized that after the swimming challenge, actually.
I can't tell what looks the same.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
You might lie to me.
Yeah.
You have a profile line.
I won't lie.
Are these the ball from?
Yeah, these are helpful.
Okay.
Oh,
I
so literally grabbed the house points that came from Ravenclaw.
Hey, if Ravenclaw house points pulled me, I think point.
What?
I'm
going to be taking these back.
You already lost 10. Yeah, when are you going to take those 10 points off?
Hey, how much?
No points for sleep.
Oh, jeez, I wonder what it could be.
Alright, so everyone, take your hand out. I'll like do one of these, and then when I say so, open it. Oh, wait, I want you to say it. Welcome to the bloopers. Alright, everyone ready? Open your hands. Alright, if you have red, please come stand on this side of the room. You are Dabu. If you have blue, go stand on that side of the room.
God damn it!
I like swimming. No, we alright. Hey guys. So now only two tries?
Alright, Dabu, here's your new gloves. I threw them at you. You pink and purple.
Jay, obviously.
I'm gonna toss them. So catch it. Red saying, new colors, white and blue. Alright, did everybody here pack their backpack like as heavy as they can make it?
Yeah.
Did anyone like cheap out and go light on it because they thought it would be easier?
I put everything
Okay, that's good because if anybody went and like cheaped out to try to make it lighter, it's gonna really suck in like 3 seconds when I explain it a little. So I hope you made it as heavy as you can.
Yeah.
I really do. I was being truthful when I said make it heavy. Because if it's light, it's gonna suck. How this next challenge is gonna work is all of you will, on your tribes, will be holding one giant piece of rope on the track. You'll start at opposite ends of the track and you'll be chasing the other tribe. The first tribe to tag the tribe in front of them wins. So like if you get tagged from behind, you lose. If you tag the other one, you win. So this is going to be a running challenge and it's going to take quite a while.
What the hell
Now-
are you doing? No. Can you explain this word again?
Yes,
please?
I'm going to explain it again. How the backpacks work are they're a bunch of weight. If you get at some point feel like you're really tired and you're dragging your tribe down, you can drop out of the challenge. However, you must then pass your weight to somebody else on your tribe.
Jesus Christ, God Almighty.
So, if you feel like you're slowing down, you can give up, but somebody else on your tribe then has to carry your backpack with them. Alright, so now how this is going to work, I'm going to give you some time to strategize, but you will not be carrying your backpack. You will be giving your backpack to somebody else on the other tribe. So if it's super heavy, you can strategize. So I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to give you all a minute to just strategize of who you want to give to which your backpacks. So just talk amongst yourselves. That's okay. So you're going to pick up one backpack from yours, and at the same time, each tribe is going to change off one backpack. You're going to give it to the person who will be carrying that backpack.
Oh, okay.
But you're going to do it, the tribes are going to do it at the same time.
So everyone takes up.
No, we're just going to do it one at a time. Like one backpack from each tribe.
So,
But both tribes are doing it at the same time. Alright, so pick your tribe's first backpack and go deliver it to the person that will be carrying that backpack. And make the switch.
Okay.
You guys are supposed to also pick one up and give it to one another.
What?
Oh. Okay. And then just, now do it with the second backpack. You don't have to give it to the other person. You can pick anybody on the tribe, just to clarify.
It's yours. It's heavier.
Gracias, that's not going.
Oh, good, because I didn't want it.
Alright, everyone ready? Pick up the third backpack and make the switch.
It's mine. Okay.
Pick up the third backpack over there. Yep, and now make the switch. You're supposed to. Same
You guys gotta switch.
At the same time.
Same
Hey,
time.
Ryan, you're too early.
Well, you go. Alright, okay. Stand there, pick up the fourth backpack, and just kind of wait, and now make the switch. fifth backpack.
Oh goodness. Why are we 2 factors?
And make the switch. What's up with the, why do you have 2 on the ground still?
That's already fine. We only have 1 left from our trip.
Alright. Alright, now pick up the last one and give it to whoever else still needs a backpack. Alright. So everybody pick up your backpacks, adjust them to where you'll feel comfortable running and walking in it.
Survivor's ready! Go! Kiana giving her weight to Cooper immediately at the start. Kiana has dropped out of the challenge. Kiana has dropped out of the challenge. Dabu is gaining on Matt Singh. Dabu gaining on Matt Singh.
Go Dabu, go!
Sammy has dropped out, but Dabu is almost caught up. Michaela's bag and Taylor's bag have opened up. Matt Singh is a mere few feet behind the other tribe. They're almost completely caught up. Johnny dropping out of Dabu.
You want the team, you should take it.
Dabu, congratulations on winning immunity. Alright, when you get back to camp, you will have a Pringle reward. So you may head back to camp now.
Should have had a water reward.
$5.
Matt Singh, unfortunately I have nothing for you other than a date with me at Tribal Council. For Michaela, this will be your first time. Everyone else has already been there. You may head back to camp.
Alright.
Why couldn't it have just been rock climbing? I would have freaking done great.
Why couldn't it have been a weightlifting challenge? Why do you gotta bring cardio into this?
Freaking Johnny's dying back there.
Look at what you've done. This is all you. Just kidding. Look at my hair.
Freaking Ryan.
Guys, I'm not a runner, okay?
I'm not either.
I'm not an exerciser.
Corey Kiana is, but she wanna.
And if you are a
runner. I don't know why you hate that.
In my defense, I didn't know she had a freaking meet tomorrow, or Saturday, or whatever day. And it was Ryan's idea.
What idea?
Ryan Moore. That was his idea.
Jerk. He's kind of a douche. Don't edit that out. No. Well, with the new tribe swap, they're not my favorite. Cooper, I want to work with. Wait, is he even on? Oh wait, yeah, he is. I want to work with Cooper. I feel like I was on a better standing with my old tribe. I still want to work with Ryan. He's on the other tribe. The challenge was terrible. It was hard. The most helpful person was Danielle because I hear she can run.
I was very shocked by the tribe swap. I wasn't expecting it to happen today. My tribe is almost the same as it was before. There's just a couple new people, so I like it. I'll probably work with the people from my tribe last time. I don't know if I plan on working with people from the other tribe yet. The challenge was a little rough. It was the other team gave us some pretty heavy backpacks, so it was a little difficult to do. I'd say Cooper and Danielle were probably the most helpful people because Cooper took Kiana's backpack for her because she didn't want to hurt herself, so he was a big help.
I thought it was very unexpected, but it was good to have a little bit of a bigger team and some new people on it. I really do like my tribe, my new tribe. It's a lot of the same people on it, so it's still pretty cool, and I like everybody who's playing, so it's kind of fun to play with some new people. I hope to work with everybody on my new tribe. It's cool to be friends with everybody and not to have anybody not like you. I hope that the people on the other tribe like me, and I mean, I talk to them. I wouldn't say I've really worked with anybody yet on the other tribe, but I hope to stay on good terms with them. The challenge went, easy for me because I backed out because of other things I had going on that weekend, and I just wanted to be on the safe side. But for my team, it didn't go so well. A lot of people just looked really beaten up, and the other team gave me the heaviest backpack, so I had to hand that off to somebody else. And it was crazy heavy. Like, I think it was over a quarter of my weight. But yeah, I felt pretty bad about that. I think we lost because the backpacks we were given from the other team were crazy heavy. Like, if we would have done the challenge a different way, like if our backpacks would have stayed with us, I think we would have done better. And I think if the other team had their heavy backpacks, they wouldn't have done as well, so that part of the challenge kind of screwed us over. The most helpful during the challenge was Cooper because he told me that he would carry my backpack, which was extremely heavy, and he had one too when I dropped out, and that had to have sucked to carry both of them. I wouldn't say anybody on my team was very hurtful, but I did get a couple looks when I backed out of the challenge, but everybody has their own opinions, and I just think it was the best choice, and I'm happy I backed out of it.
I'll open it.
No.
I'll open it.
Christina, touch my sandwich, I will hurt you. This is my only food.
No, you got Fraggles.
No, listen, I want to open it. We made it. It's a little late.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Or we're at the top.
I was at the bottom.
Some of you. At the top. Still at the top.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team being tip.
Never been in one of these. The challenge was deadly, for sure. To right, we're carrying all the backpacks. Dropped out.
For real.
There's like no more like that, is there?
Woo! I got that taste of victory. Try tribe swap was great because we only had 3 people in our tribe. So I don't know how that challenge would have went down if we had to go in our tribes. Probably would have been voting somebody off tonight, which would have been very difficult. So that was good. No, not at all. I did not expect any tribe swapping going on. I knew something had to be going on soon though, because we're getting down to a few people. You know, new tribe's pretty alright. We got a good team going, working well together so far. Good strategies, except we thought of something that we could have used, but we thought of it afterwards, so there was that. So originally we were like, alright, let's do this, and then towards the end I kept thinking, okay, we'll just drop one person, you know, because then there'll be less people, and then we could catch up faster because there was a few people slowing them down. Well, I think it'd be good, even though I've been bashing Ryan. I think it'd be good if we stayed together in this little thing, because we're probably 2 of the stronger people on the tribe, so I guess. Alright, so we got these ropes, and we have these heavy backpacks, and Tristan's like, alright, I hate you guys, so you're gonna run. So we had to run in a line like kindergartners around a track, and everybody's like, what the fuck are they doing? Looking at us weird. Anyway, we're like, gotta win. So just gotta circle around, basically like playing tag or whatnot. It's kind of like NASCAR, except human. It was weird, but yeah, it was good. It was good till after when I threw up. Well, I think Ryan was pretty helpful in the challenge because whenever somebody would drop out, we would just throw our bags at Ryan, and he would carry it. But also, what's her name? I don't know her name. So Caitlin kind of led the pack. Well, Caitlin and I kind of led the pack, which is weird because I don't run, so I don't know what happened there. My legs were going to fall off by the end. But we did a good job working together.
I was really nervous for a minute, and like when we held out our hand and opened it up, I saw what my color was, and then I looked at my Takeo tribe, and every single one of us had the same color except Michaela. And that was like, oh, our bumper's gone. But we were all pretty happy about that. Then it was like, I have Johnny Boy now, and Christina. I did not expect the tribe swap, but my whole tribe came together and we agreed that Slytherin is not going to win anything in this thing, so we have our first person to go already picked out, who is Christina. If she's not listening in the damn doorway. Sorry. When we were doing the race thing, it was like, okay, people are starting to hold us down, guys, but like, I was at the end of the line, I was watching their other team. When we turned the corner, they weren't even halfway along the first little stint, and then I felt bad for Cooper having to take both bags, but like, he made a very good joke afterwards. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't really keep up. I was trying to carry the weight of my tribe on my back. I thought that was funny. I don't know. I felt like Caitlin was a really strong leader in that one. Like, she kept people up to pace. And props to Johnny. Johnny was right there next to her that whole time running. And then he puked outside.
I thought the tribe swap was trash because my team was golden and then you ruined it. Well, this is like the juicy stuff. After the challenge, Caitlin and I like worked out for like an extra 20 minutes. Like, she went running and I did the elliptical. And like on the way back, we like walked back together. And we said that because like on our old tribe, we had this like alignment between like me, Caitlin, and Ryan because we're all Ravenclaw. And so we decided, like Caitlin and I decided on the way back that we're going to keep that even with like the new tribe. And then we just talked to Ryan about it and he's down. So we're basically pitted against Sammy, Johnny, and Christina. The challenge killed me inside. That was the worst run I've ever experienced in my entire life. I think the backpack definitely made it worse because it was like bouncing on the back, and it was Anna's backpack and she had a flashlight, so it was like strobing around the whole time and I couldn't turn it off. And I don't know, we only ran like three laps apparently, which is like a third of a mile, and we were all dying. And no, just never again, please. I think like Caitlin and Ryan were definitely the most helpful. I can't really choose one because like I thought Caitlin was like a really good leader. She like kept like tugging on the rope and like couldn't like yell at encouraging us to keep going. And like Ryan was in the back and he took on Sammy's and Johnny's backpacks, so he had like 3 backpacks on him and he still kept going. So like I thought they were probably the most helpful. And then Christy and I just kind of stayed in the middle, but we kept running.
I do like my new tribe because it's pretty much the same, and I like the new additions to our tribe. Kelsey, Ryan, and I started an alliance. The challenge went really well. It was really hard, but we had an advantage because their best, like, the other tribe had like a good runner, and she had to drop out, so then we won. I think Ryan was probably the most helpful because he took on so many bags. Because we had 2 people drop out, so at the end he had 3 bags he was carrying. People weren't necessarily hurtful. I mean, some people dropped out, but I mean, that was almost good that they did that if they knew they couldn't finish and like just handed their bags off and let us like finish the race. So they weren't really hurtful. They almost helped.
I think the tribe swap was definitely very interesting. No one expected or saw it coming. But I'm glad that I got on the tribe I did, so that's nice. I definitely think that at this point I want to work with the other Gryffindors just because we're so low in numbers already, and like once the merge happens, I have a feeling Ravenclaw is all going to like try to come after us, and they've already kind of like stated that they might try to get us out just because we're so close in point values. So I definitely want to work with the Gryffindors. As of right now, like the outward alliances, I'm still working with like the 3 other members on my tribe, since 4 of us stayed the same from the old Takeo tribe. So I definitely think like outwardly I'm gonna work with them. But like I said, on the inside, I think I'm also gonna try to work with the Gryffindors. So that's gonna put Johnny in the mix as well. Yeah, I still think that I'm gonna work with people on the other tribes, specifically Cooper and Danielle, just because they are Gryffindors. And before like we even did the merge tonight, we already kind of had alliances started. So I think that those will stay where they're at for now. I definitely think that Ryan was the most helpful just because like when we went to drop out, like he grabbed our backpacks like they were literally nothing, and he just kept running, and he was always pushing the tribe forward, like no matter where we were at, he was always pushing us ahead. The least helpful would probably be myself since I dropped out first. But I think the other tribe is like equally as strong. They do have really strong competitors, but like so do we. So I think it's going to be interesting to see. But they're also down 1 person again. So that might hurt them in the long run. I guess it's all going to depend on what challenges we have coming. Cooper, stop trash talking, everyone. It's not cool.
I think the tribe swap was very interesting. I was put on a brand new team. So it was pretty interesting. I was the only one from my original tribe to move to that team, so I have a whole bunch of different new teammates. I do like my new tribe. I think everybody on it is strong in their own way, and I feel like we have a really good, smart team. I really want to work with everybody since we have a big tribe now, but once we start getting smaller, then I'll definitely probably have to try and like team up with someone to get to the end. I didn't have any alliances on my old team, so it's not really any different, and I haven't made any alliances yet on this team, but I should probably think about doing that. I think the other tribe is pretty good. I don't think it's as good as ours. I think we have a lot of strong people to help. So the other team probably doesn't have as good of a chance as we do.
Everybody's been there at least once. Now it's your turn.
Not yet. Not yet.
Depends on what the challenge is.
You can tell us.
It's hopscotch.
You're gonna be late to the gym.
It's awesome. That would be so That would be awesome.
Oh, I was not expecting the tribe swap tonight, but I don't think it worked out in my favor, seeing as we only got one former Takeo member, and it's probably the one that they were going to vote out anyway. So pretty much just the remnants of my tribe beforehand, so Matt Singh, and we picked up a couple people from Dabu, and then we got one person from Takeo. So I didn't think we got the good draw out of it. Wasn't awfully happy about it. But I am currently working with Danielle and Taylor. Basically kind of like a insurance group, so if something ever happens to us, if we have to go back to tribal again, basically we're ensuring we're not going to vote against each other. Kind of like an alliance, I more or less call it an insurance group for my sake and purpose, but it's so I don't go. And that's what it totally is. And it may sound like a douchey move, but I'm trying to win it, and it kind of looks like I'm flying under the radar, so yeah, we're going to go with it. So, people of YouTube, it's not going to matter at this point, but I'm looking to buy a new cross. You think I should go with a black and silver one or a gold and silver one? Put your answer in the comments below. I want to read it. It won't matter at this point because I'll probably have picked one by then, but I just want to see. I feel like I got good relations with Johnny as far as working with a lot of people on the other team. I mean, Sammy's over there, and Sammy and I are pretty close together, so myself and Johnny, I'd like to work with them. But I don't think they're awfully worried about getting kicked off at this point. But, they have all their 6 left. I honestly, out of that group, if they came down the tribal, I know 1 or 2 people who wouldn't be voted off. But at that point, I really don't know who would get voted off if they had to come down to it. So I'm definitely going to work with those 2, although I wouldn't really necessarily call it an alliance. It's more of just like a mutual understanding. So I am very frustrated with said challenge and my teammates. We started out very slow. Kiana dropped out right away, and so I took up her extremely heavy backpack. I mean, I couldn't lift that thing with one arm, let alone, trying to freaking carry it around the lab 10 times with another backpack on me. So I hopped on that. We were doing all right. I was kind of like at a jog. I know it doesn't look like I was probably feeling it. It looked like I was probably tired at that point already, but honestly, I was just keeping pace with the rest of them, and I definitely could have gone faster. And so when they started to catch up, they were doing like a sprint walk kind of thing, and slowly they were getting people to drop out too. At that point, I was screaming ahead, go, 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 we got to get moving, we got to keep going, and Daniel's trying all we can, but we have such slow pokes going around that, and I'm just disappointed with the way things worked out, and if I had much of a voice left, if it wasn't like 11 to 30 at night, I'd probably be screaming my head off, but we'll see what happens. So, the most helpful during the challenge, if Kiana would have ran with us, had it been a different day, I'd probably say her, because she, once again, is a collegiate sprinter, or long distance runner. I don't know what she runs, but definitely would have been the most helpful. But besides myself, sitting in the back there, literally taking the load of pretty much 3 people at that point, I'd probably have to say Danielle, because she was trying to push us forward and whatnot, and I don't know, she could have been more assertive, yes, but I definitely feel like she's probably the one helping us out the most, because the other 3 people they just did not look motivated at all for this challenge. They just kind of kind of slow thing. If we get caught, we get caught. I'm like, no, I want to keep going. I don't want to get caught. And no, we definitely did our strategy wrong and whatnot. But if I had said to say, the most helpful person besides myself, would probably be her. So
I do like my new tribe. I think a lot of the people on there will be really fun to have as teammates now. And I'm kind of mad though because practically Takeo like stayed in the same team, so I was kind of mad about that part, but we'll beat him though. I definitely want to work with Cooper because I think him and I would be a good team. And then I'm really happy that Anna is still on the same team as me, so I think her and I will continue to have a good alliance. The challenge did not go nearly like I thought it would. I thought we would be in there longer, but we fell pretty fast. And I think if some certain people would have dropped out a little sooner, like, then maybe we would have had more of a chance, because I felt like they were getting really tired. And if they would have dropped out, those of us that weren't as tired could have kept going and maybe done better. But I think we lost because, well, Kiana would have been a really good one to have since she's in cross country and track, and so she's definitely in shape to run the laps. And so they did a really good job in strategizing, the other team did, because they gave her the heaviest backpack, and so she obviously wouldn't be able to do that. So yeah, that was pretty sad. And then yeah, that's pretty. I definitely think Cooper was the most helpful because he took Kiana's backpack when she dropped out, and I don't think really any of us could have taken that, so he really took one for the team there.
Yeah, I like my new tribe. I think it's nice to change it up a bit, so I mean, I was surprised, but I wasn't upset. I'm really excited to work with the people that were on Matt Singh like beforehand, so I think that's exciting. It'll be different to work with a Takeo too, so I think all of them will be good. I think I have a better like advantage on my new tribe now because I also have Johnny that is on the Dabu. Is it? Yeah, I can't remember. Dabu. He's on Dabu now, so I have a alliance with him, and then I also have new alliances on Matt Singh. Well, the challenge, they had us running with like a rope, and they had everyone with their backpacks on, and I mean, I'm not the best runner, so I was kind of nervous going in because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be the one like tearing everyone down because running's not my thing. But other than that, I think that we did try our hardest. I know not all of us were like as athletic, so we put our all into it. So I think the most helpful would have been Danielle because she was really like she was the one that was leading it, and she was really like pushing us and motivating us to keep going. And yeah.
So how do you think that went?
Did not go as well as planned, for sure.
Definitely did not go as well as planned. I kind of felt like you and I might have been the fastest one out there.
Yeah, definitely. And Anna seemed like she was doing pretty good too.
Yeah, she did too. And I was just watching everybody from the back. Yeah. I know people who are YouTubers watching this right now. I know it doesn't seem like I was going very fast, but I was at the tail end and we were going slow. I could have been sprinting around that track, and so could Anna, and so could you.
I could have too.
And,
but yeah, so I definitely think that either Michaela or Taylor were the ones that slowed us down a lot.
Yeah, I definitely felt like that tonight. But I'm not even sure I'm able to hear myself after this. But no, I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna hide behind it. We needed to be going faster.
Yeah.
And we just didn't do it.
Yeah, I was hoping the ones that were really slowing us down.
I wanted to keep going. Like, we got they sprinted around us. They said they started walking. That's when they started sprinting. Yeah. It's like, guys, we need to move.
Yeah, they would sprint, and then they would walk a little bit, sprint. So I think they got out right away. It's like, that's why I asked this before. Like, we're gonna sprint, we're gonna jog. It was
really pushing towards sprint because I knew they'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, we got to start at a fast pace, you know?
I think that tribe, which was my old tribe, are really awesome and they have it together. I voted Anna off because I don't know who else to vote for. I do not know who everyone is going to vote for. Oh, I think that there is a chance because of where I came from. The other team. They don't like us.
I think the most hurtful probably would have been Kiana. Well, she wouldn't have been hurtful, but since she has a meet tomorrow, it was kind of, we didn't want her to get injured, and so we let her go so she wouldn't have to worry about running today. I think that Dabu will definitely be a challenge to compete with for the next upcoming challenges. I don't really know who I want to vote out yet. It's kind of hard since we just merged into these groups. But Takeo has been a big competitor since the beginning, so it's kind of obvious who to choose to who to take down. But yeah, I have no clue who else everyone is voting for. I mean, I don't think I have a chance of being voted out, but I mean, there's always what you don't know, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I was the second one running today, so I kept going it. So I think I held the team together pretty well. But
Oh, they're jerks. I don't like them. I mean, what can you say about them? It's like they luck out every single time. They got 4 of their 5 members of Takeo on there, so automatically, over half that team is the same team that kept winning and winning and winning in the 3-tribe stage. So it's like, well, what are you going to do? We got shafted, but, we're going to definitely try in this next challenge here, whatever it tends to be. And I guess whatever our team is going to be after that, because we've got to obviously vote someone out here coming up in a few minutes. So we'll find out. I don't like them. They're jerks, and they're pretty cocky about it, too. So I think once we, beat them once, I think it might put them in their place. Because this is going to be the first time that Kayla goes through tribal council, and she's going to have no clue what's going on, let alone I don't even think she's strategized for the most part. So we'll find out what happens. Definitely going to vote for Michaela. And why? She was just slow. And she didn't look like she wanted to be there at all. I'm like, I don't care if it was a running challenge and if you don't like it or you're not the fastest. I'm not the fastest person in the world, but God knows I was trying. And from my vantage point, sitting there in the back, I was the anchor. It didn't look like she was trying. So, yeah. I know for sure 2 other people are voting for Michaela, so at that point it doesn't really matter. And, I could go talk to them, but, it's tribals here in a few minutes, and there's no way any of us are going to get voted out besides Michaela. It's not, numerically possible, so I don't really know, and I don't really care. I don't think there's a chance of me getting voted off tonight, even if there's no way my 2 people I'm talking to, Danielle and Taylor, are going to go against me. They're 2 of the most innocent people I've met, and usually when they say something, they mean it. And even if there's something, kind of like a female back talk and whatnot, it's not going to happen. Just because I explain my point, they kind of feel the same way I do. If somehow I get voted off tonight, well, you can paint me blue and call me babe, because it's not going to happen. So, we'll see what happens. But no, they're not going to change their vote. They're definitely going to vote for Michaela, so. I promised you last time I would not vote you off, and I'm not going to do that.
Same, buddy.
So, we need to vote Michaela off.
Yeah.
Because I really felt like she was dragging us down. Did you not hear me back there yelling, go, go,
Oh, no,
go?
I didn't hear you.
They were gaining on us real damn quick. I'm like, guys, we need to move.
Yeah.
So,
And I kept trying to pull the rope. And as fast as I could.
we're not going to probably do that again.
All...
We're not going to do that again. By that point, you just...
Tristan smiles.
Yeah.
So, no.
You won't do that exact challenge again, don't worry.
God.
Good.
Because I'm not going to lie, man. If you make me carry 2 backpacks around the track again, especially as heavy as that backpack was...
Watch your back, Tristan.
I'm quite upset with the challenge that you picked, but I guess it wasn't really your fault because you didn't know.
I hope we do have another running one though. But with...
But without backpacks?
Yes.
That's what I think we should do.
We want to find... Yeah, we really should find her.
No, because I don't think she tried. I really don't think he's strategizing with her. He's being so disgusting for Michaela and nobody else can get voted off. I think she'll figure it out like when I'm good for her. So
Well, I could talk to Anna.
mention it, but
I can talk to Kiana. I won't say like not. You don't want.
I don't want. You can talk to. I don't want to talk to her, but that's just me. But
Yeah, I'll talk to Kiana for sure. Because her and I.
But if Michaela finds you strategize with her, make up some bullshit.
Well, I mean, on our way here, I was talking to her, but like I was just explaining to her how everything went, because she doesn't really know, because she wasn't really here, Michaela.
Well, what do you mean how things go?
Like how like the whole process goes, because she's not.
Yeah, and that's another thing that would be good to get her out, because she doesn't really seem to care that much about it.
No.
So
I feel like she just really just does it just for the fun of it all.
yeah.
I haven't been looking for any idols recently. The other tribe's okay. I want them to lose because they haven't lost anything yet. I haven't decided who I'm gonna vote out yet. I don't know if I'll be voted off, but there's always a chance.
I haven't really had a lot of time to look for idols, but I should start. The other tribe is definitely really strong because they have practically all of Takeo on it, and they have been the winning team. So they're definitely the strongest. I think I'm gonna vote out Michaela only because she missed a lot of the first stuff for our tribal stuff, so like she kind of comes across like she doesn't really care, so like that would make it easy to take her out because she doesn't really care. But I'm not exactly sure on her thoughts, but it seems like that.
I'm not really sure who I'm gonna vote out. It was a tough loss, and I don't think any of us were planning on losing. So I honestly don't have anybody in mind because I like everybody on my team. I think there's a high chance I'm gonna get voted out because I did not participate in this challenge, and it was a very challenging challenge that I didn't have to experience.
Come on in.
Excuse you.
Hey y'all.
Welcome, Maxine, to your new tribal council.
Long
First
time
tribal
no
council is a
see.
new tribe. Michaela, this is your first tribal council, so she's just getting her over to the family.
Now goodbye from that. It's like what I feel like this is.
Oh, are you voting me off?
Alright, so, Cooper.
Yes.
How about that tribal swap?
Unexpected. Shocking.
Alright, so Taylor, what do you think about your new tribe?
I mean, like half of it's the same as ours.
Yeah. What do you think about the swap? You're the only Takeo member, old Takeo member on this tribe.
I like it. It switches things up.
So Danielle, how do you think that challenge went overall?
Definitely could have gone better. I thought it
What would you like to say?
Backpacks are fucking heavy. Like, already running around the track, we got, 6 people behind us, basically going full for us and whatnot. We're running as fast as we can. I got 2 heavy backpacks behind me. I'm just like, this is life. At that moment, I realized, the stove on, and I had to keep the stove on earlier today, because I used the stove earlier today. I'm like, I'm just starting to do other stuff right now. So I got kind of distracted there at the end, but that's until now.
Do you think that the houses will factor into this night, or do you think alliances from old tribes will factor into this night? Do you think it'll be challenge performance, or do you think it's just
I think it's gonna be a shit show. I don't think anyone really knows what to do right now.
that, we'll get to the vote. Cooper, you're up first.
Only the next one. I'm gonna pull the
Talking. Welcome back. We were just talking about it. Oh yeah. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
I got that on the tally of the votes.
I'll tell you later.
Alright, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so.
One of y'all has community idol and pissed.
Alright, with that, I will read the votes. First vote. Michaela. One vote, Michaela. Yep. Second vote. Anna. That's one vote, Michaela. One vote, Anna.
I think you mean Anna with heart. Anna with love.
Anna with a heart.
Damn it!
That's 2 votes, Michaela. 1 vote, Anna. Next vote, Danielle. That's 2 votes, Michaela. 1 vote, Danielle. 1 vote, Anna. 2 votes left. Next. 4th person voted out of SoDak.
Jesus!
Michaela. Michaela, can you bring me your torch? Michaela, the tribe has spoken. Please place your torch into the bucket and your buff into the fire. Alright, with this vote, the first original Takeo member has been taken out. Let's see if you can beat them and make it 2 next week.
The tribal council sucks. The vote kinda did. I kinda suspected I would be betrayed. I did have fun. I wish I could still be having fun, but I can't. I'm sorry for the hard feelings, but you hurt mine, so. Well, let me tell you. So, I'm kidding. They'll manage. They're good people.
Next time on Survivor. The players break the challenge. Jersey comes back for some more fun. And a twist sends 2 survivors home.
Alright, so for tonight, immunity is not up for grabs. Both tribes will be going to tribal council. Both tribes will be voting somebody out. Tonight there will be 2 people voted out of the game.